This week on Under NDA.
It's definitely not a classic water park.
Right. It's all we can make of it, baby.
Yeah, exactly. We could say make it.
I'm just here to cool down.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Under NDA. This week's episode, it's going to be a doozy, one that will actually ring very true for people in the world introduced primarily by COVID. Today's theme is remote shenanigans, and joining us this week is my very close friend, the wonderful Linda. Linda, why don't you introduce yourself?
Good morning. I am a employee benefits consultant. I work for a large national brokerage that builds employee benefit programs for large employers, and I've been doing it a very, very long time.
Not too long. You look fresh as a daisy. Fresh as a daisy. All right, so Woody, let's get kicked off with story number one.
Story number one. All right. Welcome, Linda. Story number one: the employee who got caught on Zoom at a water park.
Ooh, at a water park. That's an interesting place to zoom in from.
That's right. It's summertime, so
it is going to be
summertime.
Although if you're listening to this in the middle of the winter, this might not resonate as much.
Might not resonate. Yeah, that's true. All right. On a brisk Monday morning, our marketing team joined our regularly scheduled Zoom call. As usual, everyone logged in from their home offices or co-working spaces, but one team member's video feed stood out.
I wonder why.
Yeah. There was a lot of motion and movement in their blurred background, and his hair looked noticeably messy.
Which is interesting because this really could go any which way, because as we all remember, when our favorite little pandemic happened, I don't think any of us looked our best.
No.
And especially for those of us who have kids who would run into frame or mess with our hair or anything else.
Or even knowing the ground rules. Like, I think that was one of the things that people weren't really anticipating is what is the expectation. When we first went into COVID, it was like, okay, now we're doing Zoom, where before for me, I would do like weekly check-in calls with my clients, not over Zoom, just on the good old phone. And then all of a sudden everybody's doing Zoom and that's the expectation. And it was like a weird flip into that and it actually used to irritate me. I'm like, why do we have to be on camera now? Right?
As a side point, do you guys remember? So there's a couple of interesting things that came out of, I think, this move to this Zoom remote culture. One was a dramatic drop in the sale of pants. There was a very, I remember it was reported, but then the other thing was this huge increase in plastic surgery. Because of what they called
crap on Zoom.
Yeah. They called it Zoom dysmorphia, that people were staring at themselves so much that literally we were actually at a party once, this post-COVID. We were talking to this plastic surgeon. I was like, wow, what was it like during COVID? He was like, it was amazing. Yeah. It's like, I've never done so many facelifts and Botox in my life. All right. Anyway, Woody, back to the story.
Yeah, no. So about 5 minutes into the meeting, he was called on to give a project update. He came off the mute, and we were all surprised to hear a lot of background noise, and what even sounded like a whistle, a whistle. Okay. So he kept talking through the project update, and the background noise was getting harder to ignore. Okay. So I was building. Then there was a distinct splashing sound, followed by what sounded like laughing children. Our team lead interjected, Todd, how are you?
Todd. Of course his name is Todd.
Todd. Every time I hear the word or the name Todd, I think of Terminator 2. She's not my mother, Todd. And so now I always think, I can't hear the name Todd. It's always Todd. So Todd, where are you?
It's an interesting connection point of Todd to Terminator. I
grew up with Terminator. That was,
Now those that's great. Can you believe that Arnold Schwarzenegger's kid It's like an adult on White Lotus. Like that's a whole different
That's a whole different conversation.
point.
Yeah.
Whole different podcast.
That's a whole different podcast.
Yeah.
But Todd, where are you? Are you at a water park? Caught off guard, he stammered, denied it at first, and insisted that he was just outside getting some fresh air.
Which, when I get fresh air, there's always children laughing and splashing water.
That's right. Yeah, whistles going off. Yeah. Lifeguard whistles. That's what it is.
When you go to get fresh air, what do you encounter on your fresh air moments?
I encounter redwood trees, and you know where I live.
I know. Yes. Linda lives in a gorgeous hippieville.
I do.
Yeah. Beautiful hippieville in California.
I did take a call because I actually forgot that I had it from the nail salon one time. I will admit to that. And I was like, oh shit. And I can't tell you the client, but I'll tell you boys later, but you'll be like, oh, not a good move, Linda.
I think the thing to me that is like even worse than that, the worst.
Yeah.
People are in the bathroom and are on their calls.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah.
Especially, I don't know what it is about airports and airport bathrooms, but inevitably there's almost always someone who's on a conversation in the bathroom. And so that, like, it's not fresh air, but definitely that's different set of noises.
Is that the do you know that because they tell you that, or do you know that because you actually hear background sounds that you hear it? You hear it.
You're like in the stall. You're hearing someone talk to someone.
Oh.
It's a different kind of running water situation.
I was going to say, I have not been privileged to that.
It's definitely not a classic water park.
Right. That's all we can make of it, baby.
Yeah, exactly. We could say make it.
I'm just here to cool down. Later that day, HR sent Todd a formal email reminding him of the company's guidelines for professional behavior during meetings, but that was about it. A little wrist slap.
Oh, Jesus.
The incident became a running joke within the team, and Todd is still here somehow, and he's not working very hard. Okay. I'm amazed people get away with things like this.
Yeah. I think too, a lot of it is how your company sets the tone for understanding that it's hard. Like, especially in the beginning, my kids were little in the beginning, and it was awful having to have your kids home while you're trying to work and keep them busy. And we're supposed to be learning from home with them. My kids didn't learn crap during COVID. It was awful.
Yeah.
So I think that having an employer that is a little bit more understanding, a little bit more flexible, but it sounds like they had strict guidelines, and Todd did not adhere to the guidelines. So,
I think the thing that throws me off about this one, this is one of those classic, like not really black or white, because if Todd, as we call him, Todd, I can't even do it properly, Woody. But
sorry, I ruined that for you. You'll never think of Todd the same.
I know. But if you think if he had just been honest and been like, "Hey, everybody, I've had hey, just to be honest, as we're starting to talk, couldn't figure out what to do with my kids, and I took them to water park, but I'm still on my calls and I'm still doing He actually, I think, could have leaned into this and been like, hey, I'm actually really overachieving because I had to figure out this complex situation, but I'm still working. But the fact that he tried to hide it and went off audio and was tried to sort of reframe it as this sort of fake story. It's like, I don't know. I kind of feel like if someone on my team was like, hey, I'm in a pickle. I got my kids, it's summertime, maybe got to do something with them. They'll still be on meetings as much as I can. I'll still be present.
Yeah.
So it's like, talk about going the wrong way.
Yeah.
It might be a culture thing too, though. It might just be a culture where, Dorian, you're special in that you've, been very successful in building a certain shape of culture that's very transparent and open. And I think people, there's trust and psychological safety and all the things, which is great.
Yeah.
Maybe this is one of those.
Didn't know where you were going with that, by the way.
Yeah.
Psychological safety. I love that you said
psychological safety.
No, I've been saying that term for years. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's really important. And to your point, sorry, my dog.
Even the dog loves it.
He's like, sign me up.
He freaking loves psychological safety. I think that's a really important component of building a successful team. Like 100%.
1000%.
Setting that tone from the top down. And that's the brokerage that I work for now excels at that from the top down. Like, and we have a really, successful group of people, and everybody genuinely likes being there, and they do good work. And yeah, I mean, I guess maybe Todd didn't feel safe to say,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm screwed today. I have got my kids. I'm going to do my best.
Yeah.
I'm a human. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows the truth about Todd?
I know.
Who knows?
Such a pickle, that guy.
Todd, if you're listening, and it was you at the water park.
Call us.
Give us a call.
Give us a call. 1-800 Under NDA podcast.
That's right. Lines are now open.
Yeah. So what's interesting is I think the next story is an interesting build on this. So Woody, let's get started on that one.
Yeah, let's do it. So this story, second story for the day, is called Half Naked Lies.
Intriguing.
Yes.
Especially in a work context. That's half naked and work don't tend to match.
Hand in hand.
Yeah, they're not like best friends.
One fateful morning, a senior account manager at a software company participated in a routine all-hands meeting via Zoom.
Okay.
Zoom's getting a lot of love on this one. All-hands meeting via Zoom. The meeting started at 9 a.m., during which attendees were encouraged to have their cameras on, per company policy.
Which I think it's fair. Do you ever find one thing that's often frustrates me is you get in like big group meetings and no one has their camera on. You're like, is anyone even listening? It's like the void, speaking into the void.
Actually, let's take a pause on that for a second. When all this COVID first happened, I was really cranky about being on camera. I'm like, why do we have to be on camera? We never were before. It was a phone call and now we're forced to be on camera. And I was really crabby about it, but I've really come to embrace it. I really do think that it makes a difference. I think it's more impactful and creates a better conversation, to your point, Dorian, because you can actually see people's faces and you know that they're engaged and they're not like folding their laundry.
Yeah. I completely agree. But the thing that always gets me though is that like the behaviors that we've created. So I don't know if you're in those situations when you're on a Zoom and the person's looking at you and then their eyes start to sort of veer towards somewhere else. And you're like, are you looking at another screen? And then like, I actually was talking to someone one time and it was just a horrible conversation. I won't get into it, but the guy I was talking to, he kept doing that. And I was like, clearly you're not paying attention. So I stopped a couple times like, hey, like, do you need a moment? I don't know. And then what we don't realize as humans is many of us is when we type, our lips move. And so I was talking to him and his head was moved over a little bit. And literally I'm watching as his lips are moving. And I was like, oh, come on. So great to be on Zoom, but also, man, if you don't know how to get busted.
But at least you knew he wasn't engaged.
That's true.
So you can walk away from that conversation being like, you know what? I did a great job. I kicked ass in that, whatever message I was trying to deliver. And that guy just didn't hear it. So too bad. Yeah.
Too bad. All right.
So they are having a Zoom meeting, all hands. This account manager, citing technical difficulties, joined the meeting with his camera initially disabled, but remained connected through audio via his AirPods. I guess. Assuming he was free and clear, being off camera, he went for a 45-minute outdoor run and switched to his phone. Oh. Okay.
Multitasking.
Okay. I mean, okay, but you're multitasking, but I'd be curious, like, how engaged he needed to be in this meeting, or if it was just like it's routine all hands. Is it just like,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
When he got home, this is like very detailed. When he got home, he removed his shirt and proceeded to cool down. He switched back to his lap. Like, who wrote this? They're like being very detailed. Like, why can't they just say he showed up without his shirt on, or like getting the play-by-play?
Yeah. Well,
his shirt off. He combed his hair.
Yeah, he breathed a heavy sigh of relief after finishing an arduous run.
That's right.
It's like a novel.
He achieved a PI.
It's a hard novel. It's okay.
A PR, personal record. Okay, he proceeded to cool down. He switched back to his laptop, but he forgot. But he forgot that he had defaulted to the camera being on when he joined calls.
Oh,
so okay.
God, do you know
where this is going?
Oh, those moments. That's getting back to Linda. Like when you first started getting camera on, like were you Were you set up to be immediate camera on, or did you turn your camera on?
I would always turn. I still have it set up, so I have to turn my camera on.
Gotcha.
Just in case.
Just in case there's a moment. Yeah.
Yeah. It popped into my head, which is not entirely on topic, but there was that person that called into a hearing that had the cat filter on. And I still crack up when I think about that.
Was that a judge or something? What was it?
It was a guy that was, it was his trial for whatever. He was going to for whatever. And the judge is like, sir, you've got a filter on.
You can't figure out how to turn it off.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's absolutely amazing.
We had a renewal meeting. So we do these big workups for our clients where we present their renewal costs for the year, and they're millions of dollars, right? Like it's expensive. And we were presenting to one of our very large, high profile clients. It was a big deal. It was a big numbers, right? And their HR director he looked like a dark lord. Like the backdrop was red and his face was like black, like the way that he had it set up. And it was so funny to me. I'm like, oh my God, are we presenting to Darth Vader? And he's the nicest man in the world. So of course I had to go find a picture that looked like the Dark Lord and send it to everybody else that was on the call over Teams, and then watch them laugh during the meeting, which probably wasn't, professional of me, but it was funny.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Silhouetting.
Oh my God. So what happened?
Don't have a clue sometimes.
What happened to Todd number 2?
Well, we just got to the fun part where he's walking around without a shirt on. As he walked by his laptop, colleagues participating in the Zoom meeting saw him in a towel. No shirt.
Oh God.
Okay. Clearly headed to the shower.
My God. Do you remember, again, COVID, of course, rearing its head. The woman, it's like the most embarrassing thing. The woman who went to the bathroom while she was on a team call and her camera was on. And the reactions of everybody watching and nobody knew what to do. It was like, everyone's like, oh, she was just there. She starts wiping and everyone's just staring. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video. It is, if you haven't, look for it.
I did watch it.
Oh my God.
But why? Did you take your laptop into the loo with you? That's the part I don't get because I haven't seen the video, but.
Yeah. This is, I guess it was a different time.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Yeah. They're figuring all of that out, right? They weren't sure when their camera was on, when it was off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, to your point, why would I don't know. I would, if I had to go to the bathroom, I'd kind of just leave my laptop in my office, run to the bathroom and run back. I'm not sure I don't think anything you're going to miss is that important.
No.
Or you could say hey, everybody, I'll be right back. Someone's at my door.
I need to take care of something. I'll be right back.
Yeah, just with you. All right.
All right. We're really... Okay. So he signs off of the meeting. He doesn't realize that people have seen this. He signs on. Yeah. Okay. So he doesn't know what his other people are seeing. He signs off the meeting, logs off. 10 minutes later, he logs back into the meeting, proclaiming that his internet went out, and that's why he had to sign off.
No, it didn't.
Todd. What's these lies?
And at this point, he's fully dressed, and he's now engaged after technical difficulties.
Yeah.
In chat, everyone is questioning whether they should say anything. I guess they don't, because days later, someone finally told his boss, and the senior account manager took a week off paid. Took a week off of paid time. Took a week of paid time off after finding out everyone saw him half naked. Oof. Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's more embarrassing that he lied, though.
Yeah,
I would find that more embarrassing. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Could you? The half naked. I mean, that is. First of all, I don't think any of us want our coworkers to see us walking around in a towel.
Absolutely not.
Although I will say, when I had a team in Helsinki, they would sauna together. It's like a big thing in Finland.
Yeah, and it's with branches
during Zoom calls.
Not during Zoom calls, but literally they would have meetings in the sauna.
Yeah. Okay.
But these are all coworkers, and let's just say there was no. I never did it because I was manager and I'm not part of the Finnish culture, but they were not clothed, and it would be like team meetings.
Yeah.
Literally team meetings in a sauna in the office. There was actually a sauna in our office in Helsinki, and people would sauna. together in the team and have meetings.
I believe that.
So maybe for some people maybe the half naked thing probably wasn't super offensive, but I think in the US or Canada, our neighbors to the
That
north.
could be offensive. Well, we established a few weeks ago that hugging your coworkers was also offensive to some people. So, I guess there's a spectrum of.
But so Linda, in this case, or Woody, so you are exposed somewhat nakedly. This guy, he took a week off, right? The little embarrassed takes a week off. But what would you do here?
If I were him or if I were his manager?
If you were him.
I think I would probably fess up and apologize and be like, you know what? Yeah, I did that because you lied, and then you just look like a chump, right? Like, to me, that's the more offensive thing. Yeah.
I would probably start by reaching out to whoever the meeting organizer was and asking that the recording be deleted, just so it doesn't pop back up somewhere as a meme or something else being back channeled. That happen.
Like the cat man calling into his friend.
That's right. I don't want to end up on the internet.
Oh, remote shenanigans. Well, this was a really fun conversation, Linda. Thank you so much for joining us. These are some great. The stories never stop to surprise and amaze. So, thank you for joining us. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time on Under NDA.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Tune in weekly on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you like to find your podcasts. If you have a story you'd like to share or you'd like to join us on the show as a guest, visit underndapodcast.com and drop us a line. We look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.